Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 20 Liverpool career mode. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for the support on the channel. And as always, guys, at the start of today's episode, we are going to take a look at the games that lie ahead. Up first, we are taking on Brentford at home. We're at Anfield against the newly promoted Brentford. We then face off against Wolverhampton Wanderers away from home. And then, well, we end today's episode on a big one. It's the Liverpool derby back at Anfield against Everton. Very, very, very excited for today's episode. And if it's anything like the last episode, we absolutely dominate. We beat Chelsea, we beat Napoli, we beat Bournemouth. We absolutely smashed it. Now, at the end of the last episode, we did briefly touch up on which games we're going to play and which games we're going to simulate. I have made the final decision we will be simulating the home game against Brentford. We'll be playing the Wolves game away from home, and then, of course, playing the game against Everton in the Liverpool derby. Of course, the reason for this, Brentford, I feel like we're a much stronger team than Brentford, and we're at home, so we've got a little bit more of an advantage on potentially winning that one. I feel like it was between playing Brentford and Wolves. Wolves is the away game, plus they're certainly the more difficult side, so I feel like playing Wolves over Brentford is the better move. And of course, we're not going to simulate a game at Anfield against the Toffees, against Everton. It's never, ever gonna happen. But before we dive into the game against Brentford Football Club, we're gonna do my favourite part of the videos, and I didn't do this in the last episode because it's been so long, but I'm glad to be bringing it back, and that is where we jump over to the comment section on the previous video. Now, before I start reading these comments out, I want to ask you guys, what do you think about this? Now, the reason I ask this, and I'm looking down to make sure my finger's on the right button, but in the last episode, as I start recording again, I will pick up on slight things that need adjusting. I.e., the green screen probably looks a lot better today. My top looks nice and black. The green screen you can't really see. If I move it slightly, you'll be able to see the corner of it there. But I think I had to adjust, you see, and I'll explain a little bit why, but I won't go into it too much. Basically, my old office that I used to record in, I had a blackout blind. And the light above me now in this room used to be behind the green screen, so that didn't affect it. So I used to have to prop my phone up against the green screen to give it a light. In the last episode, it was a little bit glitchy. My shirt was going a bit see-through. The green screen would appear now and again. The actual green, though, not the corners. I can't help the corners, unfortunately. Just roll left to right now and again. But I've messed around with the actual face cam itself. I've messed around with the actual filters and stuff, and hopefully it's nice and clear. But what do you guys think if I do this in 3, 2, 1, bang? Does that look better? First of all, it's quite blinding for me, that's for sure. But does it look better for you guys? Now, what I want you to do is, I'm not going to play this episode with this light on. It's going to be off like that. But if you do think that this lighting looks better than this, then let me know down below in the comment section. And if you prefer the light on, then I will start recording with the light on. And if you prefer it off, then I'll start recording with the light off. But I just thought I'd put that out to you guys because obviously it's going to take me a couple of episodes to adjust the microphone volume, adjust the green screen, get the camera right, get the colours right, and so forth. Unfortunately, right now, there is a slight, you can sometimes, it's not like an echo, but you can hear that the room is echo. You can hear it's not full. And that's unfortunate because obviously I've moved house and I haven't had all the deliveries. Eventually, I'll have like a nice little unit in here. There'll be other bits and it will pack out, of course, the room and make it a little bit less echoey. It's not echoey too much, but sometimes when I record it, it doesn't sound quite like me. Obviously, I told you guys in the last episode that I did used to have foam panels all over the wall, but the fact it was so difficult and a pain in the bum to take down at a later date, not that I'm expecting to move anytime soon after buying this house, but it does ruin the walls and it is a pain to get off. So I don't think I'll be doing that. But I'm going to adjust the microphone settings, the volume settings, and like I said about the lighting and the face cam. And eventually we will get it spot on. But I just thought I'd let you guys know. So again, this is light on and this is light off. Off? There we go. Off. So let me know which one you prefer. Jumping over to the comment section, we've got the first comment coming in from Charlie Irwin saying, absolute brilliant to see you back with such a bang, Brad. What an episode. Well, Charlie, you're certainly not wrong. 2-1 victory over Chelsea. I think a 5 or 6-0 over Napoli. And then a 5-0 over Bournemouth. We absolutely smashed it. And it was an absolutely incredible episode to come back to. A sweeper keeper saying, welcome back. Firstly, you're going to see a lot of comments saying, welcome back, glad you're back, and all things like this. Thank you so much for the warm, heartfelt welcome back to YouTube. It wasn't like I took a break. It wasn't like I didn't want to upload anymore. If you guys haven't watched the video, I moved house. I'm now back to creating the Liverpool career mode. Next week, we'll be kicking off the Dortmund career mode in Season 2. It's just like a little bit longer than usual because obviously normally moving house isn't so long, but with the current COVID-19, the current pandemic in the UK and around the world, it's been a little bit more difficult and tricky for me to actually get the setup up and running and get back to recording videos. But I am back, so thank you so much for the incredible, lovely, heartfelt, warm welcome back from all you guys. You know who you are, and as we go through the comments, everyone else will too. Savage Child saying, welcome back, mate. Please be uploading these Liverpool videos every day and do sign Timo Werner. Stay safe, thumbs up. Firstly, thank you for my welcome back. Secondly, I can't upload these every day, ladies and gentlemen. If one day this was to be my main career and my main income and you know, this was my daily job, then yes, I would upload 2 videos a day if it was earning me money. But right now, this is a hobby. It doesn't earn me money. I do have work. I do have other things away from YouTube. So at the moment, I have to stick to the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday upload. But if you haven't clicked the link in the description, which is my Twitch link, go and check it out. Go and follow me because I will be streaming very soon. Let me just check. So next one coming in. Charlie Irwin, another one from Charlie. Breaking news coming in from Naples. Italy states that the streets are cleaner than ever after it is reported that Liverpool wiped the floor with Napoli. I like that one, Charlie. Well done, mate. That was a good one. We did wipe the floor with them, and it did make me chuckle. Next coming from Ethan LFC. What a video. So good to see the career mode back up and running. You'll never walk alone. Yes, indeed, Ethan. I am so happy to be back recording it, and I'm so glad that so many of you have jumped back into this and are excited to see it kick off once again. Starboy Kiki saying welcome back with a thumbs up. Thank you, Starboy Kiki. Eva saying, yay, you're back. Yes, I am indeed. I'm back and ready to go. And the final one coming in from Corey Fights. Massive Brad, nice one. Thank you so much. I'm glad you did enjoy the last episode. There's the comments out the way. And if you haven't dropped a comment already, make sure you go and drop a comment down below and let me know what you think of today's episode once you've watched it. But this game against Brentford, we are going to be simulating this home game. And this is the lineup we will be putting out. We've got David Neres out on the left wing, Divock Origi at striker, Harry Wilson out on the right wing, Bruno Fernandes linking up with Naby Keita in the central midfield roles. A little deeper, we've got the Brazilian man Fabinho in the central defensive midfield, and then Philip Max, Van Dijk, Gomez and Klein at the back with Alisson between the sticks. We unfortunately can't play Robertson, as in the simulated game against Bournemouth, he did get shown a straight red, so he's not able to play at left back. And we've had to rotate the team quite a bit. After the game against Napoli, not fully fit. You can still see the Van Dijk, Gomez, Klein and Alisson still not back to 100%. But I'm hoping to simulate this game, get the win, and then we can focus on the game against Wolves. And hopefully all the players are back to full fitness. So let's go ahead, get these players warmed up. We are yet to lose in the Premier League. And I'm hoping we can continue that in today's episode. And we have done. After just 5 minutes, the big man Divock Origi goes and scores, putting us 1-0 up against Brentford. David Neres then receives a yellow card just 1 minute later. Nothing else happening in the first half. As we go into the second half, Makojo comes on for Valencia for Brentford. Salah coming on for Wilson late on. Fabinho then picks up a yellow card in the 70th minute. Matip on for Klein at right back in the 77th, which is a little bit of a strange one. Maybe Matip come on and swap with Joe Gomez. So Matip at centre back, Joe Gomez moving to right back. And finally, to put the final nail in the coffin, Mo Salah scores in the 80th minute for us to then, of course, go on to beat Brentford Football Club, the newly promoted Premier League team, 2-0. Great result. Great start to today's episode. Well, that's a little bit annoying. I didn't realise with Fabinho picking up a yellow card in that game against Brentford, it means that he's now had too many yellow cards, so he has to miss the next game in the Premier League, meaning he's unfortunately not going to be in this team against Wolverhampton Wanderers away from home. Now, something that I probably should have mentioned, but I'm sure you guys will already know this. Unfortunately, in the last episode, we did suffer a massive injury to a player in the starting 11, and that player was Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's out for 8 weeks. He dislocated his shoulder, I do believe, and he is going to be a massive loss to the team. But one thing that I did say, and you'll notice as the team loads up now, is we have two options. We have Kiana Hoover at right back, which we currently have in there at the moment, and we also have Nathaniel Klein. And what I said is, this is their time to shine, why Trent is going to be out at the sidelines. Hoover and Klein have to prove to me that they can step into his shoes and play well at right back. So in the game at the Molineux Stadium against Wolves, we're going to have Hoover and see how he plays as we control him. And then for the game against Everton, we're going to put Nathaniel Klein back in at right back. I'm going to see which one I prefer, and then we're going to stick with them and just rotate. So Nathaniel Klein might become our main right back, and he'll just rotate with Hoover until Trent Alexander-Arnold gets back. Little bit of a sucker punch, really, us losing Trent so early on into the season, but he will be back very soon. I also want to mention in the last episode we talked about playing Bruno Fernandes quite a lot. Obviously, in real life, he's now moved to Manchester United, meaning he's not really a very realistic signing anymore, meaning in January, which is probably even in the next episode or the one after that, by the time we get into the January transfer window, we are going to look to move on Philip Max at left back. We're also going to look to move on Bruno Fernandes, as he's not a realistic Liverpool signing. When we do get into the January transfer window, that's when I want you guys to let me know some realistic left backs and realistic central midfielders. I'm not 100% sure if we need a left back and central midfielder right now, but I just want to get your guys' opinions. See, for me at left back, we just go with Robertson, and the backup can be either Milner or Larouci. Both can play at left back, both great players. And then as for the midfield, we've still got, even after selling Bruno Fernandes, we've still got Gini, we've got Henderson, we've got Naby Keita, we've got the Ox, we've got Lallana, Fabinho, Marco Grujic, Curtis Jones. We've got probably 8 or 9 decent central midfielders, even after the fact of selling Bruno Fernandes. So I'm not 100% sure if we need a central midfielder. And my main two, the partnership, are Gini and Henderson. And then I rotate them with the Ox and Naby Keita and also Lallana. Even Milner can play in the midfield. So we've probably got 9 or 10 midfielders. So I'm debating actually whether we do actually need one. But I'll see what you guys say when we do get to the January transfer window. But we have now travelled to the Molineux Stadium, and this is the lineup we are putting out. We've gone with Sadio Mane out on the left wing, Bobby Firmino striker, Salah out on the right wing, Gini linking up with the skipper Jordan Henderson in the central midfield role, a little deeper Marco Grujic in the central defensive midfield, and then Robertson and Van Dijk, Gomez and Hoover at the back with Alisson between the sticks. Let's get into this game at the Molineux Stadium. We are yet to lose in the Premier League. Let's hope we can continue that up next against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Here we go at the Molineux Stadium. I'm excited for this one. The flames are going off, the bangs, the fireworks. It's exciting. I am excited for this game. Wolverhampton Wanderers, you are facing up against a very informed Liverpool team right now. We are ready to dominate. I am excited for this game. Let's just check the green screen. It looks good to me. It is going to be Wolverhampton Wanderers to kick us off in this first half period. Let's get it underway. And come on, Redmen. Ball coming into Zielinski. He's going to skip past it. A great ball in. Gomez sliding in and managed to just press the slide tackle button just in time to just push that ball out for a Wolves corner. It was a great tackle there from Joe Gomez. Great interception. Henderson back to Gini. Gini's going to line one up on his right foot. Oh, it's just wide of goal. Thought he was going to challenge Roy Patricio a little bit better there. He just doesn't get enough whip on it quick enough. And it is unfortunately into the Wolves fans. Going to hold it up now and go over to Salah. I need Henderson to go around the outside. Mo Salah's still going on his own. Referee, that surely should be a foul. Mo Salah on his left foot. Let's fly. It's 1-0. I don't know how that isn't a penalty. And I don't know how I kept calm and collected there to keep that ball alive and put it in the back of the net. I didn't even get too quick to celebrate. I don't know how Nathan Akey doesn't give away a penalty there, but it's a great bend and curl and shot by Mo Salah to bend it into that top left corner. Maybe should have been a penalty, but regardless, we have taken the lead 1-0 after only 16 minutes. Going into Bobby. Bobby to Mane. Back to Gini. Can Gini have a better shot? This time he does challenge Roy Patricio and does nearly put it in the back of the net. That's a bit better from Gini. First time round, that finesse shot was terrible. This time, a lot better. Bent it round, out of the reach of any defenders. Roy Patricio does manage to get a hand to it. We're going to call a short bully with Mo Salah and then whip it in, looking for Van Dijk at the front post. Van Dijk heads it home. It's 2-0. Yes. Oh, we are back with bangers, ladies and gentlemen. 2-0 against Brentford and already 2-0 up against Wolves. And it's a cracking header from Virgil van Dijk. The Liverpool travelling fans are bouncing in that far corner. Great ball in. Van Dijk rises at the near post, heads it over the two defenders and Roy Patricio and into the bottom far corner, well out of the reach of the keeper. It's a great goal, and Van Dijk does score his second goal in the Premier League and put us 2-0 up against Wolves. Here's Grujic, Genie, Bobby. Bobby going to flick it up now. Beautiful. Bobby Firmino on the volley. Oh, again. It's like shooting practice. But Roy Patricio is not getting beaten between the sticks anymore. Need a little bit of skill there from Bobby to get past Dendonker. It's not going to happen. Marco Grujic now going to pick that one up. And here comes Hoover now coming forward. But the referee is going to play for half-time at the Molineux Stadium. Great half. Very, very comfortable. Wolves in the first 5-10 minutes really started well. They really attacked well. They passed well. Since then, it's been our game every single touch. I feel like we are dominating, putting so much pressure on Roy Patricio. I honestly think this could be 4 or 5-0, but it is going to be Bobby Firmino to get us kicked off in the second half period. Let's get it underway. Come on, lads. Same again in the second half, please. To Mo Salah. On the inside now to Henderson. Henderson going to take a touch. Going to go round now to Mo Salah. Mo Salah is darting at Roy Patricio. He's probably not going to have many choices. He cuts back. Easily could have went down there. Mo Salah. Into Bobby. Turns his man. Bobby shoots. Roy Patricio saves. Tell you what. Wolves are really sliding in. Nathan Akey in the first half nearly give a penalty away. Sass this time sliding at the feet of Mo Salah. Let's move forward. Let's go into Bobby. Bobby going to turn his man and bring it down. This time, Bobby. Bobby cannot score. Cannot score. It's like shooting practice for him, but he cannot score. And again, Harry Wilson's on this one. Grujic, Genie, Minamino. Minamino over the top now to Harry Wilson on the volley. It's just wide a goal. Harry Wilson did score one of them against Napoli, I do believe, on the volley. It's a cracking goal. Ball over the top from Divock. This time it was coming from Minamino and sadly couldn't capitalise on it. We need a third, so I know I've put this game to bed. Let's go out wide now to Hoover. Hoover now going to look at pushing on. We've got no Harry Wilson ahead of us, but we do have Minamino if he wants to dink one over the top for Minamino to run to. This is beautiful. Minamino threw a goal. It's another great save from Roy Patricio. What have we got to do for the third? The answer to that is absolutely nothing. We are going to beat Wolves 2-0. But how was that not 5 or 6-0, ladies and gentlemen? How was that not 5 or 6-0? Great ball there, though, from Kiana Hoover. Over the top for Minamino to run to. Minamino, the fresh legs, easily getting away from Nathan Akey at the back. He's through and goal one-on-one. And somehow, he doesn't manage to put it in the back of the net. I'm sure the stats are going to show you guys why I'm screaming. Why was that not 5 or 6-0? Look at that. 17 shots, 8 on target, only 2 converted into goals. I'm just checking the green screen. Unfortunately, that is not good enough. 17 shots. With that, we need to be having at least 10 on target. And with 8 shots, we need to be scoring 3 or 4 from that. We need to be scoring half of them. Not a great game in order of goals, but a win, a comfortable win, a clean sheet. Domination. Wolves only having 3 shots, all 3 on target. Played some superb defensive duties there with an early slide in from Joe Gomez after only a couple of minutes, blocking the shot and putting it out for the corner. Great performance all round from the lads. Very happy about Kiana Hoover did play in that game, and Mo Salah does go on to pick up man of the match with a 9.1 rating. And for the final game, we are back at Anfield to take on the Blues Everton. Very, very, very excited about this one. Years and years and years ago, the local Liverpool derby, the team that felt like it was the strongest connection, the hardest tackles, the fiercest tackles, used to be Liverpool and Manchester United. But over the last few years, the rivalry between Liverpool and Everton has grown stronger and stronger than ever. It divides families. If you are a Liverpool fan and know an Everton fan and you say anything to them, if Liverpool win, they go off the rails and vice versa. A win for both Liverpool and Everton fans means so much in the Liverpool derby. They call it the Merseyside derby because Everton fans and players and staff do not like calling it the Liverpool derby, simply because it's got Liverpool in the title. But regardless of what everyone else thinks, I know it as the Liverpool derby, and I'm hoping from the last game Bobby Firmino has got different boots on, hopefully those ones that help him score, because he really struggled in that last game and needing to up his game from the previous Wolves game. We have got Sadio Mane out on the left wing, Bobby Firmino striker, Salah out on the right wing, Gini Wijnaldum linking up with the captain Jordan Henderson in the central midfield, back from now, unfortunately, picking up too many yellow cards and getting a ban. He's now back at our CDM position. That's the Brazilian man, Fabinho. And then Robertson, Van Dijk, Gomez and Klein at the back with Alisson between the sticks. I told you guys in the game against Wolves, we would play Kiyan Hoover at right back. And in this game against Everton, we'll play Nathaniel Klein. Kiyan Hoover didn't have too much of the ball. From what I remember, he made 3 passes, one over the top that was fabulous to Minamino to run onto. Defensive duties, we weren't really attacked too much down his side. So it may be a little bit unfair if Everton do put a lot of pressure on Nathaniel Klein. But regardless, he was comfortable on the ball. His passing was decent. I think with the 3 passes, all 3 were successful. He really seemed like a good rounded player. And he's just gone up from a 69 to a 70 overall rating, meaning he's only 8 behind Nathaniel Klein. But let's go ahead and get into this game at Anfield against Everton. Hopefully bag those 3 points. Continue our winning ways in the Premier League. And bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen, in this career mode, tomorrow is Christmas. It is, of course, on Christmas Eve. So let's get off to the Christmas celebrations with a win against the Blues. Come on, if we can beat Chelsea, if we can beat Napoli, beat Bournemouth, beat Brentford, beat, who did we just beat? Wolves. There's no reason. For me, Everton fans might not like this, but Everton are sort of in the same ballpark as Wolves. I would say, you know, a mid-table team. They're not challenging for the top 6. So I don't see a reason why we should struggle against Everton, but you never know. You do never know in football. Sometimes a curveball can be thrown out. In real life, Liverpool were doing just what we're doing right now. Smashing it, win after win, the odd draw now and again. And then Watford turned up and beat us and battered us, and nobody was expecting it. And from that point onwards, once we'd had that little week winter break, we just couldn't get back to the same form. But I am not letting off the pedal. We are 6th gear, foot to the floor, and as Bobby Firmino does get us kicked off in his first half, let's get it underway. And come on, Liverpool. It's a Mane. Mane going to come on the inside now and get away from his man. Here comes Mane. It's dangerous, man. Mane going to cut this back. Little dinking now. Looking for Henderson at the back post. He's going to head it at Joe Robles. But he is unluckily for us going to palm that wide. Here's Bobby. Goes to Henderson now. Now through. Bobby Firmino on his left foot. He's put it straight at the keeper. Not good enough. And give it straight back. There we go. Now we're ready to go. Play it through now to Bobby Firmino. Bobby, you've got to go, son. And you've got to finish this ball. Bobby Firmino. Little dink. Oh, it's clean off the line. And surely as we intercept this, the referee is going to blow. He's going to blow anyway for half time. Tough half. Real tough half. Not the fact that Everton have had a lot of good chances, because they really haven't. But there we go. A slow day at the office. I was saying that Bobby Firmino, he's not doing well at the moment. He's not doing well at all. I'm not sure why. I don't know if he's just in a bit of an off patch. But we've had so many shots, so many chances. We're just unable to convert right now. But it is going to be Serge Emerick for Everton kicking us off in the second half. Let's get it underway. We need to find a goal sooner rather than later. I do not want Everton building momentum. We get this ball to Mane, it would be perfect. Alisson's come for this one. We've really got to be careful here. And the ball is going to fall now to Mane, who is going to play the ball up the line. Looking for Mo Salah. Mo Salah should be able to get away from Kenny. Here comes Mo Salah now, coming into the box. I've got people on the edge of the box. We're now going to go to Bobby Firmino, who's going to bend one. It's going to come to Gini on the overhead kick. It's a stunner. It's an absolute stunner. I said we needed to score. We had to score. And once it dropped to Bobby, I thought he was the last player I want on that ball. But Key messes up the clearance, just lets it hit him in the head. It falls to Gini, who goes for more of a scissor kick than a bicycle kick. But a cracking goal like that, and we just needed a goal like that to break the door, and I'm hoping now we can push on to find many more. Let's look for Fabinho. Fabinho now going to play it in now to Bruno Fernandes. He's going to cut this back. In now to Mane. Mane in a bit of space. Looks to Ben, but it's a great save from Joe Robles once again. Send them out wide, Robbo. Good lad. Here's Gini now coming to help out. Take the ball off him. They're not even going to get another attack. It's not the best of results. It's not the cleanest scoreline, but it is a win. Again, we seem to be having that situation like we did against Wolves, where we just couldn't get past the defence and the goalkeeper. I mean, the first highlight, is a save from Joe Robles. Very, very difficult game. 12 shots, 9 on target, which is spectacular. Exactly what I'm expecting from this Liverpool side. They always say that whatever shots we have, half that, which 12 half would be 6, plus 1, I want a minimum of 7. That's how I always work it out. You've had a good game if you've got half plus 1 more shots on target. We've had 9, only 3 shots off target. There wasn't much more we could have done. I'm pretty sure for Everton, Joe Robles would have picked up player of the match for them. For us, it's Gini Wijnaldum with a cracking a goal, a scissor kick, an overhead kick, whatever you want to call it. It did seem like it was going to come from a scrappy goal. We were trying the tap-ins, the finesse shots, the close counters. It wasn't happening. And out of the bag, Gini pulls out a scissor kick, overhead kick, whatever you want to call it. And it does end up in the back of the net. Luckily enough for us, it did. Otherwise, that game could have easily finished 0-0. We would only be collecting 1 point to add to our Premier League tally. Right, guys, and here we are back at the Central for the final time in today's episode. Another positive banger of an episode. 3 games, 3 wins, total collected 9 points. Very, very happy with the result in today's episode. Would we have liked more goals? Yes, who doesn't want more goals? But on the day, as long as we picked up the dub, that's all that matters. As we do take a look at the Premier League standings right now, we are slowly starting to push away. I do believe we had a lead, which I'm guessing means Manchester City must have drew or lost their last game. I'm sure we did. They beat Wolves 1-0. Maybe did they lose the game before that? Wow, they drew to Brentford away from home. Cracking result for Brentford. That would have been as well after we had just beat them their second game. They come up against City, the big guns in the Premier League, and they manage a 1-1 draw at home. Very, very good result for Brentford indeed. But the reason I'm mentioning that is I did believe that the gap wasn't as big as it currently is. 7 points now. I thought at the start of today's episode it was only 5. That will be why, as Manchester City do drop 2 points away from Brentford. So currently 19 played, 17 wins, 2 draws, 0 losses, a goal difference of 34. We are scoring a lot. We are defending very well, only conceding 5 in 19 games. And we have got 53 points, 7 of them being ahead of Manchester City's 46. So very, very happy with how today's episode has come to an end. As we move over now to the calendar, we can take a look at the games in the next episode. And funny enough, it's going to be very similar to this episode, but just mirrored. It's going to be the other way around. So in today's episode, we played Brentford, then we played Wolves. In the next episode, we play Wolves, then Brentford. I think it's pretty obvious what we've got to do. I think even though we're at home, we do have to play that Wolves game because I feel like Wolves are a tough team. And I feel like even at Anfield, they're going to come and want to fight. Whereas newly promoted Brentford, although having said that, we're away from home and they've just managed to draw at home to Manchester City. So at home, could they punish us? Possibly. And then we move into the month. We finish off the Christmas month of December and move into January, where the transfer window opens and we take on the West Ham, the Hammers, in the round of 64 Emirates FA Cup. Funny enough, only a week later, or just less than a week, 6 days later, we played them at home at Anfield in the Premier League. But we got West Ham in the Cup, Brentford in the Premier League, and Wolves in the Premier League. As it stands right now, we're going to play the Wolves game, simulate the Brentford game, and then, of course, play the game back at Anfield for the final game against the Hammers in the FA Cup. I think I've covered everything I need to in today's episode. I think the last thing I will say is, once again, guys, if you can let me know in the comment section, do you like the lighting on me now? Or do you prefer it off? Or do you prefer it on? Which one do you prefer? Do you think it makes me look a lot lighter? Although it's bright, I can adjust it like this so I can make it slightly more yellow. I can also, if we turn that off, I can also dim it. So if you watch, you'll see that it starts slowly going away. You'll see the light on my face, and then we can bring that back in now. There it goes, nice and bright. So you guys will have to let me know, do you prefer it light on or light off? Now, the good thing about how it is right now is the blind company to fit blinds, you know, like blinds and curtains, they haven't been able to fit blinds. So I get a lot of natural light through this big window to my right, meaning although I've got the light on in here now, I probably don't need that light. But as we get more into the winter and the dark night starts setting in, I know this is months away, but as the dark night set in, I might just need this lighting. And we did have the problem where sometimes the green screen used to glitch out and you'd see little bits of it and see green flickers here and it'd look a bit glitchy, a bit staticky. Now it should be really good because I spent a good half an hour before I started recording actually making sure the face cam was picking up the green screen and really making it disappear. I should look nice and crisp. I'm hoping if that's the case. But yeah, it'll take me a couple of episodes with just lighting, mic, audio, face cam. But if you can let me know down below what you think of the lighting, the face cam, the microphone, the actual audio, my voice, the gameplay, you guys can let me know what you think. Then the sooner I get it spot on and perfect for you guys, the sooner I can just concentrate instead of having to mess around before I start recording, trying different things out. I can just find what works right and continue with it. And funny enough, look at that news article there. Robbles save denies Liverpool double in the lead. Pretty sure it should be Robbles saves denies Liverpool quadruple in the lead because he had an incredible, absolutely incredible game against us. He absolutely smashed it out the bag. But I think that is going to do for today's episode, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around here, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And I've been Massive Brad. Peace out.